Okay guys, I want to get this video started with, oh, what are you doing in there, crane fly? Come out. You don't belong in there. How did you get in there? I don't want you to die. What are you doing? How am I supposed to get him out? Hold on. Okay, so I got him out. So I'm going to show you all this refrigerator a month later or 28 days later. So we still have pickles. This coconut water that we still don't know what to do with. Pickle juice because make yourself some chicken, pickle chicken, whatever you want to call it. Still got some grape juice. This is for supper in a couple nights. I think the crane fly lost one of its legs. That's sad. I can't help it. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, this is for tomorrow night's supper, so it's out in here. And we've got one Powerade. We still have this ham and turkey. And we still got hot dogs and bologna down here. Still got those juices and water, and all of this is still the same. So that's this refrigerator. And then the inside refrigerator, we still have pretty much everything up here is the same, except some of these packages have a little bit less because you know I just used walnuts yesterday. This is that chicken base. We still have one of these in the pantry, but that's in the pantry anyways. Cottage cheese, which I will be using tonight because we're having lazy lasagna. And then there's some margarine still left, and this stuff's still the same. We have a crescent roll left and the pie crust left. That's all we have left in there. And then leftovers. There's nothing behind the leftovers. I don't even know why the eggs are so far up. I don't know. Anyways, and then all that's the same. Well, I mean, we've used some of it, but it's pretty much the same. This stuff is pretty much the same. There's some of it we've used. Nothing new, of course. Well, this is new because we took it out of the pantry. Alright, fruits and vegetable drawer. And this had frozen, but for some reason it's still in here. I think we just need to take it out and give it to the chickens, so I'm going to take it out. Actually, it's a good time to clean this drawer. But we just have carrots left. And y'all remember this cheese drawer was like overflowing with cheese? Now, there's a lot of space. There's a lot of space in here now. We had so much cheese. We keep a lot of cheese though because we eat a lot of cheese. But there's that. And this drawer, let me open this further. I took that bacon out of the freezer. And this is what's left in here. This was packed. Y'all remember there was no space for anything in here. And I took this out of the freezer. This is all of these Jeff has left, and I don't have any left. I haven't had any in a while. And then we still have a little bit of orange juice left because we just opened it, which it doesn't go out until March anyway. And all of that's pretty much the same because it's condiments and we haven't used a ton. Okay, so this is this freezer. We still have quite a bit in here because we haven't used a lot. Because, I mean, we just haven't pulled from this freezer much except some pork chops. And I think some peas, but I'm not, and some flour. So this is still pretty full. We haven't really done a lot. I mean, there's some things missing, but I really don't even know how much is missing. So there's that one. And this one is going to be the one where you see some differences. I don't know that much was taken from up there, but there's been things taken from this shelf. The lazy lasagna that I had cooked, which I'm going to replace today because I'm going to go ahead and probably make two. And have one for now and one for later. I'm not sure yet. I may just make one for now. It's according to how much cottage cheese I have, but I could put, never mind, I'm going to make two. This is this drawer. This was full, as you can see. It's not anymore. It was not full of butter, but it was full of things. And we haven't been using the salted butter as much as we use the unsalted butter. I need to start using some of this salted. Actually, I can put this unsalted over here with this because I have one over there. But that's that drawer. And this is the beef area. As you can see, it's not packed to the top. It's not stacked to the rafters anymore. And I do need to go ahead and take a pack of ground beef out. I need a bigger pack for tonight. I'll just grab that one, it's bigger. Alright, and then that's the chicken shelf. It's, a lot of it's gone. It's not packed to the rafters anymore, and there's a bag way up, but it's not that. And then this is the pork one. A lot of it's gone. We have, I think, 4 packs of chicken, of pork chops left. But yeah, there's that. And some of the bacon is gone. Some of the sausage is gone, which is, you know, this shelf is half empty now. And I just moved the butter from there, so that doesn't count. Y'all saw that. But yeah, a lot of it's gone. Let me put this over in its little bin and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to show you this shelf. All that's gone. We did have cereal behind there. We still do have some, and one of those is actually open. Actually, let me just pull these up. I know that y'all can see this. Y'all see what I'm doing, so you know I'm not cheating. I'm not trying to make it look different than what it is, because I'm doing it with you. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's just put the Cinnamon Toast Crunch back, or I don't know. I'll worry about it later. Let's just worry about it later. Quit being weird. Alright, we haven't even eaten any pancakes with that this time, so that's still the same. I think I refilled these this month. I think y'all saw that, or it was maybe the first of last month. These two containers are empty. At this point, I don't remember what was in them. Crackers or something. And we've refilled these from our overstock. Y'all saw that. We have those chips. We still have pork rinds and those. And we still have candies and stuff back here that we haven't touched. There's some empty or near about empty things in here. There's 1, 2. Actually, let me put, I probably need to take the empty ones out of here, but I wanted y'all to see what was empty. But, let's see. That one's empty. That one's still got pretzels. It's not empty. So, we've got some that are pretty empty. We need to get some more animal crackers, I guess, because that's what was in that one. We haven't really used the fake taters. We've used some rice. And all that's still the same except the cat food, which we refilled. And I think we used some pickles and stuff. And we did use some of those. And then the last place, which has changed a lot because Jeff came in here and had a cleaning spree. He moved all of my cleaning things out and only has food things in here now. So he put all of my buckets under there. And remember, this right here was absolutely full. And honestly, if we had not done this month, we probably could not have done that. We do still have Oda Band over there because we didn't have anywhere to put it. But we probably could not have gotten this cleared to the point where we could do this if we had not done this month. But we do have 1 bucket of sugar is gone. All of my bread flour is gone. My all-purpose flour, there's like 9 pounds in there, maybe a little more, 9.5 pounds. Let's see, what else was there? Self-rising flour, I haven't used a lot of it. Mostly all-purpose. And yeah, so there's that. That down there I have not really messed with much except the noodles. And I haven't really messed with the bottom here. These onions and potatoes are from where we had, these were in a box. We had a box full of them. This is what we have left. This is the potatoes we have left from the 25 pounds that we had. Because we have red potatoes and sweet potatoes and yellow potatoes. I'll show you all the red potatoes in a moment. I cannot show you the yellow or the sweet because they're gone. This shelf, we have some holes. As you can see, there's some holes over here now, which kind of makes my brain say, no, 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 this is not how it's supposed to be. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. There's all of this up here. There's peanut butter gone. Quite a bit. This is just not anywhere near as full as it was. This shelf is not as full as it was. There was a whole lot of condensed milk here, and these were not right here. These were down here. So let me put them the way they're supposed to be, and you can see that there's things missing there. There's things missing here. I still don't know how we ended up with 1 thing of French style green beans. I don't know what we're going to do with them, but anyway, we didn't need any carrots, or else Jeff refilled them with our overstock. I don't know. Some of that's gone. Some of the tomatoes, chili beans and things. We did move some things around, the Spam and stuff, because it just made it easier. We have a hole in there. I don't know if I showed y'all this shelf. There's holes. It's dark in there, but you can see that there's holes there. This shelf, we've used some of the ketchup and stuff, and I still got to figure out what I'm going to do with this stuff, because I bought it and I don't know. Anyways, it's fine. We got all that stuff, and I've used a lot of baking items. I'm trying to, now I'm not going to say that I'm going to get rid of all of my cake mixes and stuff. I may just keep like yellow cake mix and stuff, but I just want to get rid of some of my baking stuff because I've learned how to make it from scratch. I learned that years ago, but I just haven't been utilizing my skills. I need to do that. So we've used chocolate chips. There's a gap up there. Y'all have seen what I've been baking and stuff. We've used some of that stuff up there. We've used some of these as well. And Jeff did rearrange some things. He put some things up here that weren't up here. Like this is that big box of that pudding that I've been using to make that Amish friendship bread. We still have our noodles over there. And this is my wheat flour. We do, I don't know how in the world we still have a thing of this. Oh, it's expired. Look, it's expired. Jeff better eat those. But the only thing I can think of is Jeff has not been bringing sandwiches to work because I've been making a lot of leftovers on purpose. So he usually takes that whenever he takes sandwiches. So he hasn't been eating many chips. He said he hasn't been eating many chips. So I don't know. But anyway, there's that. Spices are the same except some are gone. This is, oh, I'm running over a thing. This is, I can't remember if it was like this before or not, or if it had some things, but that's it now. And I'm going to go show you the front room. Okay, so honestly, the things that are in here are not much different, except we did put noodles up there that was from in the pantry. This stuff is not much different other than we've used some of it, and we brought this bin in here too, and put it on top of the dog food. I can't remember what's in that yellow and black bin. I'm gonna have to ask Jeff. I think it's like toiletries or something. But anyways, there's that. That's the food we have in here. And this is the bin, the thing that had the potatoes in it. And these, we got to use them up or else plant them. I think I'm going to plant some of these because they've gotten not so wonderful looking. But y'all, don't let potatoes fool you. You can still eat it if it's got eyeballs. It's okay. But that was full. It had sweet potatoes, yellow potatoes, and those. Okay, I forgot to show y'all this. There's some things missing, but not a ton. It's really a mess right now. I need to straighten it up, but there's not a lot missing out of here. I mean, there's things missing out of this part that now things have caved in over here. We didn't even eat any of those. But yeah, not a lot has changed in this one, but I forgot to show it to you when I showed you the refrigerator. Okay, so that's the refrigerators. The freezers, I didn't show you the freezer outside, the little bitty one. I know nothing's changed with it, but I don't remember what was in it. Was it more butter? It's probably more butter. I need to bring the unsalted butter in here if we do still have some out there. Yes, it was butter. Anyway, as far as I know, it has not changed unless Jeff brought butter in here without me knowing it. He has brought things from the closet and put into the pantry at different times and me not know he's doing it until he's done it. But anyway, that's it. That's what they are after 28 days of eating from them. We didn't lack anything until toward the end. I really wanted salads. But the thing is, we're not even going grocery shopping yet. We're not even going grocery shopping and probably till Saturday. Unless we have to have milk. So, I mean, the challenge is over, but we're still not going shopping. We could have went at 12 a.m. last night, but we didn't. Well, actually, I don't think you can because I don't think anything's open. But anyway, the challenge is over. It was fun. It was an experience. I didn't have to deal with people in the grocery stores. I learned a lot about baking bread. I'm not a confident baker, as you can tell. I am not. And I feel like if I ever get to be a confident baker or a confident cook and think that I can do really good, I will probably start making a lot more mistakes and I won't want to keep learning. So let my confidence not be there for a while. But anyway, it was a fun experience. I want to thank Mr. Tom for inviting me to do it. It was very different from anything I've ever done before, because I always go grocery shopping. Y'all know that. Probably we're gonna change some things about how we shop. I'm not sure yet. I will be telling y'all some things after I have my breakfast and coffee. I'm gonna sit down and have a little conversation with y'all. But today, well, also we're still gonna do the eat at home challenge. We're still doing that challenge. But today the plans are folding clothes, making the lazy lasagna, and I don't know what else I have to do today. I don't know, honestly, what else is on the agenda, because I gotta empty the dishwasher. Like, I don't have a lot of chores that I have to do that I share with y'all that, like, I don't know. Which, lately, I have not been sharing cleaning the bathroom and stuff. I should start sharing all that again, but I don't know, I just haven't been. Because one reason why is because now, because of all the back issues and different things going on with me, I take a lot more breaks, and I don't want the camera to be in the way. I don't know. It's just what I have to do for this season. But anyway, that's the challenge. It's over. It was fun. It didn't really bother me not to go to the grocery store. It didn't hurt my feelings. I look at the pantry and the freezers now, and I'm like, oh, that's supposed to be full. That's supposed to be full. Because in my mind, it's supposed to be full all the time. And that's just how it is. That's just how I feel. But honestly, we found meats that should have been cooked a long time back. Y'all know I showed you dates. So it's good that we did this. It's really good. It's good to do a clean out. And I was talking to Jeff last night. I said, you know, we could just buy a cow, a half cow or a quarter cow or something, and just not have to go to the grocery store for much at all. I wish we could find somewhere that does that we could do that with. Or we could, like, even buy stuff from, like, Sam's. Buy, like, a big box of chicken like Tiffany from Large Family Love did. I don't know. Anyway, I will come back and talk to you guys about our plans for March, which are not really that big of a deal, but we are going to do some things a little bit differently for March. So I'm going to get me some breakfast. I'm probably going to have some more apple pie oatmeal, because one, it needs to be eaten, and two, it's easy. And my coffee's waiting on me, so I'll be back.
Drive the same roads every day. We both get there our own way. Thistle and an apple tree, how different two souls can be. But we both grow from the same sorrow. If we both know we'll be together tomorrow, I can be like a tree in the wind. Same old roots, but I can bend, turning to understand and sway together. Now it's almost like a dance, the rendering of stubbornness, and it just cuts us deeper through the longer I'm away from you. Yeah, we fight good, we make love better if we both comes easy, baby. Nothing worth having comes easy, baby. Yeah, we fight good, we make love better if we both know we'll be together forever. We can be like the trees in the wind, same old roots but we can bend, learning to understand and sway together. We can be like the trees in the wind, same old roots but we can bend, learning to understand and sway together till the end.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to tell y'all. Okay. It's telling me we just got a delivery because Noah got his lawnmower tires. Anyways, I'm gonna tell y'all what we're doing for March. It's really not that big of a deal. It's not a lot. It's not like another challenge or anything. We're still gonna be doing the eat at home challenge as far as we know. If any of that changes, if we end up eating out, I will let you know. But we plan on continuing that. There's different things that are going on, like Jeff's daddy's surgery. He actually did have his surgery today. He has pins and a plate. That's all I know. He's doing okay, but that's all I know. I don't know like anything about the details. I really don't want to know. But is your daddy gonna have to stay in the hospital?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. They didn't tell him. Anyway, so we're not eating out, but like there's things like that that may change things. Whenever we do go grocery shopping, there are some things we're going to be doing. Some of this may be continuing forever or for a long period of time. It might be just a March thing. We don't know. Because we don't ever want to feel deprived, but we are trying to change some of our habits. And I think that February has helped us do that in some ways. So we're going to be buying fruits and vegetables, of course, starting this month, and still buying our milk and stuff like that. Fresh fruits and vegetables. We'll be buying that, but we're going to try to get things that are on sale. And I mean, there's going to be some situations where we're just going to pick the best price because like lettuce doesn't go on sale that often right now. Maybe later it will, but anyway, the point is we're going to be buying fruits and vegetables. We're going to be very intentional about what we're buying and how much we're buying, and we may end up paying more per pound for something. That's the other shipment. They came, it's 2 packages, but it's 1 shipment. It's 1 person delivered them. Anyways, like we may pay more per pound and buy less because we know that it won't be eaten and we don't want to waste. And I would rather pay a little bit more per pound than the food be wasted. That kind of situation. So we're going to be more intentional about what we're purchasing, and once it comes in this house, I'm more intentional about making sure it's eaten. We are usually really good about that, but sometimes with fruits and vegetables we miss it. And it never gets wasted because chickens eat it, but still, I just don't want to, you know, and sometimes we just feed them stuff as treats and they like it and it's fine. Most likely, we won't be buying any meat unless it's a really good sale for now. Unless we run out of something, which I don't think that's going to happen right now. But we will be looking for sales. And if there's something that's a really good sale, we will purchase that if we want it. We are limiting pre-made foods like your cookies and crackers and cakes and all that stuff. We're limiting that. We decided that Because, I mean, I've been baking all these things, I've been making all this stuff, and I think we're happier with it. Do you, Jeffrey? He doesn't even hear anything I'm saying. He's over there doing something. What were you doing? What? Oh, I didn't know you was gonna wash it. Thank you. I was gonna do it myself. He washed the iron skillet. Do what? Well, did you gonna answer my question? We're enjoying me making desserts and treats more than pre-made. Okay. He said yes, but, you know, he thinks you can hear him. He just shook his head. But we're enjoying that more. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to buy, like, nuts and things like that. But that's not a pre-made snack. That's a nut. I don't know. Like peanuts and stuff. But, we'll flavor those ourselves if we want to or something, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to try to skip out on all that stuff. Except possibly, like, hamburger and hot dog buns, because I still haven't figured out, like, what we really like. Like, I haven't made a recipe that we really like, which I haven't tried many. The Hawaiian ones taste really good as a roll, and I think I've said this before, I don't even know. The Hawaiian ones taste really good as a roll, but I don't like their texture as a bun. The boys loved it though. Jeff and Noah, they liked it. They didn't care. The bread that I made yesterday, that is Jeff's favorite so far. And honestly, even though I was like freaking out a little bit because of everything, it all turned out really well. I've got to learn to stop doing that. I just got to. And just let the process go. Just go with it. But as you know, I'm not a confident baker. So we're going to limit our pre-made foods. That includes like the flavored rices. I'm going to pay attention to those a little bit more because there's certain ones that I have started buying again that have things in it that we don't enjoy. And I have noticed when I eat certain things, my stomach doesn't love it as much and I get more bloated. And yes, I'm a big girl, but I can still tell when I'm bloated. So yeah, I'm going to be careful with that stuff because I can eat other brands and not have the problem, or I can make it from scratch and not have the problem. So I know it's something in that brand, whatever it is. So I'm going to be more careful with that. We do have a $100 budget on prep stuff. And that means, okay, we have 2 5-gallon buckets that we keep sugar in. One of them is still pretty full, if not all the way full. I'm not sure. I think it's pretty full. I think it's all the way full. But anyway, so Jeff and I have discussed it, and instead of the sugar coming out of our regular grocery budget, it's coming out of our prep budget. And we do plan on buying sugar because he says so. Jeff said we needed it, so okay. Especially since I'm baking more. Okay, we have flour right now, but if we purchase flour, unless it's wheat flour, it'll come out of our prep budget. That's for this month. If we purchase dried beans or peas, it's coming out of our preps. Things like that. If we're not planning on eating it within the month of March, it's coming out of our prep budget. So that's the plan. If that makes sense, I hope it does. If you have any questions, you can leave them down below because I'll gladly answer. But as of now, that's what we're doing. That's how we're doing things. And I still have to fold clothes. And then I'm gonna cook supper. And Jeff's out there sharpening the tiller blades. So, and Noah got new lawnmower tires. Are you gonna check the ones in the box and make sure they're okay? And then take them off my table? But anyway, oh, he already brought his knife in here to open it up. So anyways, that's our plan. I hope it made sense. I hope it, you know, you got something from it. Something else that I'm going to start doing, because I do have the pressure canner now, and now I have the little tone thingies. I just haven't taken the time to learn yet. I'm going to start canning, like the black beans and stuff, so I can have them ready to go on the, you know, whenever I need them. But like black-eyed peas, I just cook a big batch, and that's what we have. And I probably won't ever can those. But things like black beans and kidney beans, I only need a little bit. So I need to have it canned so it doesn't take as long. Or I don't need to, but I would like to. And there are certain canned items we won't be buying because I'm buying the dry ones, which I've talked about that before. But there are canned items that we still will be buying. So I hope that made sense. I hope that that wasn't weird. And I don't think we're going grocery shopping until Friday or Saturday. And today is Wednesday, so we shall see. And yeah, I'll be back when I'm doing something else. I hope none of this was weird. It probably was. Well, I was sitting here thinking that it was the compressor going, but it's him out there tilling. I think he's just about as ready for the garden as I am. But yeah, I didn't even know he was already doing it. I thought he was just going to sharpen it. But that's a good thing. We usually go ahead, let me turn around. We usually till it one good time and let it sit, let things, you know, what's in there die out. Because we don't ever like clean it, like, we let things just naturally grow, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, then we till it up, let that stuff die out, naturally fertilize our ground, and then we will test and see if we need to add any amendments or anything, because this soil is absolutely terrible. In fact, the only place that anything really grows is right there, because we've amended and amended and amended, and in the flower beds in the front. And really, that's it, because everywhere else it's just like prairie mud, prairie soil. But we have put in topsoil, compost, all kinds of things in that area where that he is tilling right now, where we always do our garden. So yeah, I didn't know he was doing that today. I just heard something. I thought it was a compressor because I thought Noah was working on his tires. Kind of sounded like a compressor from inside. But yeah, he's getting ready. And I'm watching Mr. Tom, and he's making me want to plant some kale and things. And let me go get me some. Not tonight. But Jeff, whenever he got his tire done, he only got one tire done. We kept the tire. And they have me a tire planter. I don't know. Anyway, I'll be back at some point. But I want to go out there and smell the ground being tilled, because it's the beautiful smell of the fresh earth being overturned, or whatever you call it, turned, whatever. But I want to finish watching Mr. Tom first. I've got like a little over 10 minutes left, but I wanted to watch his video today because I just sat down to do that while he was doing that thing. Then I'm going to start supper in a little bit. That's the only thing I have left to do other than fold those clothes. And Noah has the table covered with tires. Let me show y'all. There's just tires. Lawnmower tires. Here's a box. Ooh, that smelled like tire. A box of tires. That thing is full of... But yeah, he bought those for the lawnmower because they need it. The lawnmower has never had new ones, and we bought that thing 15, 20 years ago. A long time ago. Between 15 and 20 years. And I was also thinking about, whenever he tilled it up, putting some, I've got some flower seed, and I was thinking about along the edge of where the fence is, putting some flower seed in there. So I can go ahead and ask him if he thinks that'd be a good idea. And if the flowers come up, it'll draw in some pollinators and make some bees and butterflies happy this year. But anyway, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm about to start supper and found out we don't have any mozzarella cheese thawed out. But that's okay. We have these sticks, string cheese, so we can use some of that. I'm going to use some pepper jack. We've got some Parmesan and we've got cheddar. We're just going to make do with what we've got. I'm trying to decide though, do you want to go ahead and make two since I don't have everything like normal, or just go ahead and just make one?
One, be fine.
But I brought out a big pack of hamburger, so I could do two.
Whichever way you gonna do it.
I'm just going to do two, and it's just going to be different kind of cheese, and then with the second one, maybe we can get some mozzarella. So I have my cheeses. I've got my cream cheese. Oh, cottage cheese. Which, actually, we have so much cottage cheese, I need to make two. Got 2 eggs, got my garlic, Parmesan, and noodles. I got the water going for those. We're using penne. And I've got my pan getting hot. Yep, that's ready. For the ground beef. I was going to get supper started a little bit earlier. I was going to fold clothes too before I started this. But Noah had a little accident and cut his finger, which Jeff can tell you more than I can because, well, I was taking care of it, but I called Jeff in case we needed to go to the hospital, and then Jeff took over. So he was trying to get his tires off so that he could, the tires off his lawnmower, so he could get the tires done. Hello, Jeffrey. And something slipped, and he cut his pinky down to the muscle, but it didn't need stitches, right, Jeffrey? They might have tried to put a stitch in it. Did it need stitches?
Did it a steri strip thing?
Steri strip. We could have got that from Walmart or something, though. You know, we could have done that. But anyway, Noah came in and I saw his face. He was pouring sweat. Probably part of it was because it's just hot outside. But the other part is you get hurt, you pour sweat, most, or I do. And he was shaking, so he ran over to the sink and was washing it, but got it cleaned up, got it figured out, and we're going to just watch it. We actually have some prescription antibiotic ointment, so we're using that for it. And it's actually Noah's prescription, so anyways, I'm getting this all started. Are you going to shred cheese or am I?
I will.
Or do you want to use the little doodad, or
I will.
do you want to use the food processor? The doodad? Okay. Can you grab me the big...
Yeah, it is.
It's over here. Can you grab me the big bowl?
Big bowl?
What?
Big bowl?
Yeah, because it'll be easier to mix it all together. I gotta wash it. You gonna wash it? Okay. So, while he is getting... I am so messed up in the head right now. While he is getting the cheese shredded, I'm going to start getting the other things mixed together. I've got the oven on too. Now one of these, it will be made up to the point of baking, and then we'll stop and let it cool off and put it in the freezer. The other one we're going to eat tonight. And we're going to take some of that bread that I had made last night, and we're going to make our garlic bread out of that. We're also using that little bit of pizza sauce. Did I tell them the kind of sauce we're using? The organic portobello mushroom that we got from Darlene's.
I didn't really say nothing about no sauce.
Oh, okay. That's what we're using. But yeah, y'all will see it all. I just kind of wanted to get this started so y'all know what was happening. But I'm going to use a big old bowl. It's fine. But what I'm going to do, since this is lazy lasagna, I'm going to mix everything in here. And then I'm going to pour it into my baking dishes. We can move the baking dishes out of your way. Yeah, just sit them on the table. I'm gonna put my battery here for now. Alright, so let me get this down here so y'all can see it. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna put in my bowl, which is so big that I don't know if I can get it all. There we go. The first thing I'm gonna put in there is my eggs. And I've let these get to pretty much room temperature. They're not quite at room temperature, but they're close. You don't have to. I just decided to. I don't know why. Which some people say you have to, but I don't think you have to. Alright, so the eggs, get them mixed up a little bit. I may end up with enough for 3. It'd be a little bit less meat, but that's alright. Put some Italian seasoning in there. Probably like a tablespoon or 2. I don't know, not that much. And then I'm going to put some of this Johnny's garlic spread. It has herbs and garlic and other just, I think it's got Parmesan cheese in it too. I can't think of what all it's got in it right now. Put some of that in there just because it's good. The oven's preheated. Alright, I'm going to put in some of this garlic, the minced garlic. I'm going to put in this whole entire thing, well, what's left of the cottage cheese. I think it's just about frozen, which we did have it on the top of the thing, so it is very likely because things get frozen up there. No, it wasn't the dinner bell. Not yet. I'm behind. I'm a little bit behind. Alright, cream cheese, which I have let get to room temperature. When I started putting this in, Jeff and Noah didn't want me to use anything else. I used to use ricotta. I was always ricotta, ricotta, ricotta. That's all I ever used if I made lasagna. Then I swapped to cottage cheese because we like the way it tastes. And then I tried the cream cheese just because we didn't have anything else and we wanted lasagna. And it's a keeper for sure. So I'm still going to put some of this in here. So my lasagna is mostly cheese. It's about the cheese, not the meats. The cheese and the noodles. Alright. I was trying to avoid getting that all over my hands. That did not happen. Okay, so now I'm going to put this Parmesan. It's probably about maybe half the bag is what I have left. Now I'm just going to mix this all together as much as I can. I just got to get this cream cheese kind of broken apart, but it'll mix in. I could use a mixer or something, but I just don't see the point. Because once I put the warm stuff in here, it'll all melt together anyways. I like doing it like this because then I have one for now and one for later. And do what? Well, get another bowl. Well, how much cheese do you got there? Well, that's what I want to put on the top. I want to put, well, some of it I want to put in this. So let me go ahead and have some. here. And then the rest of this, you just get another bowl, and the rest of this we'll put on the top. This is pepper jack and mozzarella. It's actually cheese sticks. So, what is it? There's those bowls down there. Oh. Well, put that, but I want to put in the other in something else. Alright, mix this together. It smells good. This is just a bunch of cheese. It's yummy cheese. I've never put pepper jack in it before, but we just decided to because we had a little bit of a chunk of it there. Probably won't even be able to tell it's there. As soon as this beef gets done, I'm going to swap the eyes, I think, because the noodles are not going to be done. Alright, we'll put one of these in. And I will add a little bit of water to that to get every little bit out. Now Daisy's going to come scream at us. She didn't even scream at us whenever we were in here taking care of Noah, did she? But she wasn't screaming like this, like she normally does. I think she was just trying to investigate and see what was going on. How many times do I wash my hands whenever I'm cooking? What do you do?
Daisy got your peel in.
How did you do that? Well, she'll come have it. She loves some cheese. Here, let me get you the water.
Where you going?
I don't know where you're going. He slipped and spilled some cheese. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put this one in there too. I put a little bit of water in that jar. Now I'm going to pour it into this one and rinse this jar out. She just meant at you and left. Pour it in there. Someone will say, oh, you're watering it down. I don't see a problem. Nobody else in this house does either. It's not that much water. This looks really not appetizing right now, but I promise it will be delicious once we're done. Now, I wouldn't mix all this together this way if I was doing regular lasagna, but since I'm doing lazy lasagna, I'm mixing it all together. Because that's what makes it lazy lasagna. You don't have to do layers. You don't have to do all the different things to make it, you know, separate. Alright. I think the ground beef is ready. Just about ready. It's not quite where I want it to be. I don't know if y'all can't see the ground beef. Let's scoot y'all over. See what these bowls do to this? Any of this stainless steel. Alright, so there's the ground beef. It's not quite where I want it, but it's close. And as soon as it's there, I'm just going to pour it into this, and I'll be back when it's time to do that. Okay, so it's time to put the ground beef in to there, and y'all are just going to see the back of the pan. I don't know if I can do it. Can you give me that other thing? Never mind. I'll get it. Your hands are full. My hands are full. And come out of there, all of you goodness. I may need your help, because I can't hold it and get it all out at the same time. Can you scrape that out? to move this over here to
How
that.
much chip cheese, honey?
I don't know. Turn that up. That's a heavy thing. How much you got there? Oh, that's plenty. Oh dear, he's gone wild. Alright, now I'm gonna mix this together, and then I'm gonna have to wait for, that's still not completely done, but it'll get done. Now I have to wait for the noodles to get done because the water's not quite where it needs to be. And no, I did not drain the ground beef. It's fine. And I won't cook the noodles completely because I want them to absorb some of this. And I didn't get rid of this either because I'll need it later to make sure I get all this goodness out. Try to get that cream cheese done. How much have you done? That's plenty. Or are you just doing extra? Okay. Alright, so as soon as he's done with that, I'm going to put the cheddar cheese in this. And I'm going to keep that mozzarella for the top. Maybe I might keep some of the cheddar too, just because, but I don't know yet. We'll see. Probably will. Okay. Okay, he went a little bit crazy with the cheddar, but, you know, more cheese the better, I guess. Oh, there's a slice. Must have been a snack for me. And there's little pieces of pepper in here from the pepper jack, which is okay. I'm going to keep some of this for the top of it, though, or the top of him. I'm going to put that there now. And I'm just going to mix this in. And I'll come back when the noodles are done and I put everything together. And remember, this is making multiple. I don't know if I may not have 2 regular size ones and then a small one that we can have for the freezer, which Noah would like because we could have it for lunch one day with a salad or something. He loves it, which I think we all do. Alright, but I'll be back. Okay, so the noodles are at the point where I want them, and I'm about to show y'all the way that I have started draining my pasta. I can close that door. I take my colander and I stick it in the top of my pot, and I hold it really tight, and I pour it out like that. I do want to keep some of the pasta water in that though. And then I don't have to pour from there to there and back and forth. It's already ready to go. Like, it's just in my pot. So I'm going to turn y'all around and back to here. I've already turned this eye off, but it's still hot. These are not fully cooked, but I don't want them to be, like I said. It's 2 16-ounce boxes. And I'm just going to mix this together. Jeff, can you grab our pans? The pans. And I did pour that whatever water was in there in here too. And there wasn't much. But now I just mix this together. And you start seeing that cheese move around or ooze or whatever melt. I don't know if I should add another egg or not, but I don't think I will. I need to spray them. Or do I normally spray them? I can't even hold on to it. What is happening?
Oh.
It's oil. I want to wipe it off because I dropped it on the floor. I need both the pans though. Wipe it off and wash my hands. Just, that's hot. So it's oil, that's why I dropped it. Alright, I need to move stuff down. Here. Move that down there. And move the pan. They can see the one pan, so that's all that matters. Which they'll know what I'm doing. I don't usually even keep the lid on these things. Why is the lid being kept on these now? I didn't used to do that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just put it in here, like, try to divide it as close as I can. Actually, I'm not going to do it. I got that new thing. Where's it at? It's bigger. Yep. Which there's more in that scoop than there is in the first one, but I don't care. Anyway, I'm going to put it in here. Now that's in my way. It's going to drive me nuts. I'm going to put it in here and try to make sure it's even. And if I have any extra, I'll put some in another pan. But I may not. I don't know. For some reason, it just seems like more. But you don't want to fill your pan all the way up because these noodles are still going to swell some more because they're not fully cooked. I'm going to need another pan.
What's that?
Not a real big one. I need something, another one, some size. This made more than what I expected, which is great. I hate that sound. What am I doing? I've got this. It doesn't make that horrible sound. I don't like metal on metal. That one, I think. I think that will be the best one. Alright, set that in there. Try not to drop this again. And one of these I'm just going to go ahead and put in the oven for supper tonight. Can you put some foil over that and put it in the oven? I'm not going to put the cheese on it yet because I don't want to put it on yet, on that one that we're about to put in the oven. I know why that I ended up with so much more. A couple, well, one is I used the, I used 2 full boxes of noodles, and usually I don't use 2 full boxes. I used the cottage cheese, which I usually use 2 things of the cream cheese, but there was more cottage cheese. Plus Jeff went wild with the cheese, so that was good. We got a little extra here. That's a good thing. What you think, Jeffrey? So now we'll have one for like a lunch or something one day. But I am going to, with these 2, I'm going to sprinkle some of the cheese on. And then I'm going to let them cool off and I'm going to wrap them really well. And I'm not going to put a lot of cheese on these 2. Because I can always add cheese on the day that I finish cooking them. And I know a lot of people don't put cheddar and all this other kind of cheeses in their lasagna, but
Don't try one.
try it. Yeah, it's so good. I don't know why it's so much better, but it is. I might should have gotten you, which I didn't plan on having 3. Maybe should have gotten you to do more of the cheddar. But it's alright, if we need it, we'll get it. And we don't have any more of this, so we gotta do what we got. But I am gonna grab I've got one more bag of Parmesan in the refrigerator. I'm going to use some of it on here and have it for the one we're eating tonight. And that'll be the last thing of Parmesan because I had bought some for, which we may not even have to add any cheese to that. Anyway, I had bought some because I knew we were going to be doing the challenge, and that's one thing I don't want to run out of. Alright, so I'm going to just close this up and leave it sitting here. And then I'm going to move these over, and after these cool off, I'm going to wrap them really well and put them in the freezer, in the pans that they're in, of course, and I'm going to make some garlic bread, so I'll be back. I'm going to go ahead and put some saran wrap over these, and that way I don't have to think about that in a little while, because I did see like a little gnat thing, whatever, which I killed it, but I don't know if there's more. I don't think there are, but you know. Anyway, what I do is I wrap it with the plastic wrap, and then whenever, see it's sealed now, then I'll wrap it with foil over that. And whenever I start to cook it, just like I showed y'all the other day, I believe I showed y'all, I will take the plastic, I'll take everything off, take the plastic and all that off. And I actually still have that foil from the other day whenever I cooked this. See, it kind of gets that as much air as possible out. Kind of vacuum seals it, I guess. I don't know. And it's almost cooled off because all the other things were cool. But see, I have these two, and I can use them. Like I said, I reuse them, and this is what came off of the last lazy lasagna that I did. I may not be able to use them on the big one, but I can use them on the small one because this one got ripped, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it loose, like undone. But I make sure it's wrapped really well, and then I take my marker. See, this one's got a hole in the top, so you want it doubled up. I take my marker that I only have for kitchen stuff, and I write what it is on there. That's the wrong spot. Jeff, do you think this is cool enough to go ahead and wrap? It feels like it's cool enough to go ahead and put in the freezer. Hello? Can you come test it? See what you think? Yeah, we can go ahead and wrap it and then let it sit here and cool. That way y'all can see how I do it. Or like this. I don't know what I was doing otherwise. See, that doesn't cover it all the way, but that's alright because we'll cover it the rest of the way too with the other piece. I think I want to do it the other way. Yeah, I like this better. I can wrap that up. And I can put another piece on this if I need to, but I don't really feel like I need to since I have the saran wrap on it. Then I'll write Lazy's lasagna. In a little while, we'll just stick it in the freezer. Let it freeze. And we'll have a quick, easy meal. I do like to take them out of the freezer for at least the day before and put them in the refrigerator so they can thaw some. That way they cook a lot faster. Because sometimes if you take them out while frozen, whenever you do cook them, they'll like get way too done on the edges and they'll be not as good that way. They just get too crispy on the edges. But if you like super crispy, that's fine. But I'm going to show you this one from Fresh Foil. Fresh Foil. I just kind of estimate how much I think I'm going to need. And if I get too much, that's alright. I don't usually get too little. It's usually too much. Like I just did. But that's okay. And I will reuse the foil. It's not like it's wasted. I use it a couple times. As many as I can. Which I usually put another piece on top. I should have done that. But I didn't. It's alright. For this time, it's fine. So I'm going to put this away. I'm going to set them on the back counter. And then I'm going to get started on the garlic bread. Okay, so this is how much of that bread that is left. It's probably about half of it gone. What do you think, Jeff? What? Anyways, usually I will make garlic toast and have it in the freezer, but we've eaten all of that. So I'm gonna have to make some fresh tonight out of this. Did you find out how many pieces Noah wants? Hello? Did you? Oh, you will. Okay. Alright, I'm cutting them pretty thick because we like Texas toast style, which this is really thick. But this is way too thick. This bread is really good. I had some as toast today. It's really good. I recommend that recipe. Jeff said it's his favorite. I probably cut that one way too big. But I don't think Noah or Jeff will say that. I eat one piece. Noah sometimes eats two, sometimes he eats one. Jeff is the same. Sometimes he eats two, sometimes he eats one. That one is a little not right.
Him said two.
Him said two. How long ago did we put this in? Because it doesn't take but like 30-45 minutes whenever it's freshly made. How many do you want? Two? Okay. One of these is kind of thin and one of them is super thick.
Yeah, it tastes like.
I know it'll taste the same. Oh no, there's another one that's kind of thin on one side. Oh well. I've been looking for like the bags for this type of bread, so that I have some. It's really good. Alright, so all I do, oh, that one has a, where I rolled it up. I shouldn't have cut it so thin. I might have to get something else to lay them on. I put them on the rack whenever I'm cooking them or, you know, heating them through. But I'm going to have to find something else to set these on whenever I'm done. And I've never made this out of fresh bread. Oh boy, this is a mess. This may not be the good kind of bread to do this with, Jeffrey. It's crumbing all apart. It's just crumbly. Oh no, this is not good. This is, okay. We're just gonna work with it and hope that it works out and don't get bread in the margarine. Yes, we're using margarine. I use something spreadable for this. I have used spreadable butter, but I don't have any. This is way too much too. Maybe it'll hold it together. I don't know. I usually get it all over. Y'all have seen me do this before though, whenever I make it and put it in the freezer. That one's a mess. Oh no. It's just falling apart. I don't know if this is going to work for this kind of bread, Jeffrey. Are you in here? I didn't even know if it was in here or not. Thought I was talking to myself. It'll work this time anyways. It has to. We don't have choice. We don't have any other breads. Well, we've got some of the Outback bread. This is way big. Hey, it's doing better though. It's holding together. Oh well, it'll be fine. I didn't get any crumbs in there. That is one of my pet peeves. Do not get crumbs in the butter or margarine. It drives me nuts because it's gross. And then I'm going to just put some of this Johnny's on here. It's garlic and herbs, which we talked about that earlier. Sometimes I put cheese on it, but I don't think I will this time. But if I do, it'll be like right before I put it in the oven. Then I just toast it like, you know, toast.
In the door, I could have sworn I've seen your face before. So glad that you said hi, 'cause I was way too shy. What would have happened if you just had passed me by the night? We keep on drinking, keep on wishing for someone out there to hold. All those little wishing. We keep on drinking. We keep on wishing. We keep on drinking. We keep on wishing. We keep on drinking. We keep on wishing. All those little moments, the best you didn't catch me looking over your shoulder, just at the right time. Those little moments, all that me and you, only got you about. All those little moments. All those little moments.
Okay, so now I'm about to put the cheese on here. And then I'm going to put it back in the oven until it's melted. And put the bread in too. So get all that in we can. Which it's inside of it too, so it's not like we're going to miss out on having some of it. Do you want cheese on your bread?
If you got any extra, yeah.
I don't, I can make it work because there's so much cheese in this. I mean, it's not like we're going to lack cheese. There's cheese all throughout it. You know what I mean? Okay, can you stick it back in there? I'm going to put some of the cheese on these. Then I'm going to have you put these in there too. I'm just going to sit that one there. I got that one in the cheese bowl right there. Put a little bit of cheese on each one. And hopefully I have enough for all of it. But I've got some of the Parmesan left too. Maybe it'll hold together this falling apart bread. I don't know. It'll be glue. Searching for a place to put the others because they're at the point where they can be put in the freezer now. They're cooled off enough. You don't want to put them in while they're super hot because they'll heat up everything else, and from what I understand, it's just not good to put cold stuff in a refrigerator or hot stuff in a refrigerator or freezer. We need to put Parmesan cheese on the list. I haven't done a list in a month. Which we did start a list last night. Alright, so we're going to stick this in. Hopefully I can get them in. Oh, this is not good. So the cheese fell off. This one's trying to fall apart. I'm thinking that maybe I should pull out the thing. Do what?
Yeah.
I was trying to avoid that. But I don't think it's going to happen, not this time. Okay. Now they're all in. I made it. It worked. Alright, now I'm gonna clean up the mess. We'll be back when it's done. Okay, so here's the lazy lasagna. After it's done, cheese is melted. Some of them fell apart. And I've got mine over here, which they have 2 pieces each, and I have a bigger piece, I guess. But anyways, that's our supper tonight. I'm gonna move my finger out of the way so you can actually see it. It smells delicious, and if they want Parmesan cheese or anything, they can have it. But I don't know if they will. Jeff usually eats, like, you gonna have a pepper? What do you call it? Peppercini? He's thinking about it. Anyway, sometimes he has pepperoncinis with it. So that's our supper for tonight. I don't know what we're gonna do about that bread falling apart. I mean, we're gonna eat it, but I don't know if we can use it that same way. I don't know what we'll do. We'll figure stuff out. But yeah, it looks good. And I'm hungry. Okay, so by now you guys know what this means. It means that I am about to go. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I do really appreciate it. I did want to talk about a couple things. One, you probably saw the little earbud things in my ears. Little white things whenever I was doing the dishes. If you didn't notice, okay. If you did, okay. Well, anyways, those were some little things, and I thought it was a funny story. That's why I'm telling you. They're earbuds for your phone, whatever. And I was listening to a podcast. Jeff had gotten them the other day. He'd gotten this card in the mail. It said he won $100. So he went by this car lot because that's what he was supposed to do to get his $100. Yeah, there was an asterisk. He got some 56-cent earbuds from Temu, or Temu, whatever they are. So that's what they were. They sound pretty good. They don't work for my ears because my ears are too small. They hurt. But he can use them, and he was like, what am I going to do with them? I said, we can, you know, use them with your phone. So he was sitting there, and he liked it because he could listen to his Bible with him. So that's good. So that's that. And the other thing is the little hack that I showed y'all with the colander. That's not mine. I don't know where it came from. I learned that from either YouTube or Instagram. I don't know which one. But draining pasta and stuff that way, I don't know where it came from. But I think I saw it on Instagram on a reel. Like one of those life hacks. Like, show me a life hack something that's changed your life, or whatever kind of thing that someone had done. Not even somebody that I follow, just someone like on a reel that's just whatever. Doesn't matter. I just want you to know it's not my hack. But it's a cool one. It's really neat. I wish I could have came up with something like that. I probably could, but I didn't. But anyway, it's really neat if you try it. But make sure you hold the boiler and the colander really tightly, because you don't want to get burned. So, that I wanted to tell you. Also, I will have Julie Marie tomorrow, so I don't know how much of a video I'm going to have. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Don't know. Noah's finger has feeling in it now. It's hurting, so that's good. He had lost, I think it was numb. One, his daddy sprayed numbing stuff on it. The other, usually whenever you have something like that happen, you do lose some feeling, and like from shock or whatever. It's just trauma to the area, but he's doing okay. I don't think there's anything else I need to talk about. If you have any questions about what we're doing with our budget situation for this March month, you can leave that in the comments as well. I think I said that earlier, but I guess I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. If you like this video, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. If you didn't like it, do them anyway. You never know. You might like something I do later. And most importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.